A gorgeous look at a place of NFL history. Welcome to Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we've got a battle here in the NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go from Chicago. Starting from the 5. Jukes away from one. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Out of the shotgun, Goff has him on the quick hitter, and he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Running back sent in motion. Goff now on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st down, it's Goff. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and to midfield. It's going to be 3rd and short now from the 49.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Trying the sneak here. Goff. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
Gain of a yard.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
It's a gain of 5.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or what make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
QB sneak coming, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on third down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. They're on the road, but still favored coming into this one. And they quickly made a mockery of that home field advantage, Brock, with an opening drive TD.
Just kind of playing like a team, right? That just knows it. They believe in themselves. They've got that athletic arrogance and confidence coming into this building. They can't wait to take the home crowd right out of it.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Josh Blackwell to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year.
Coming out throwing is Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And it'll be first down Bears.
First and 10.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They'll throw, 3rd and long. It's on target to Moore. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the red zone, on 1st. Connection made, Kyle Manungai. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. To the air yet again, Williams. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bears 1st down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Swift does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Now after that snap, there's an injured Lion still out there. We'll get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. Setting up, 2nd and goal. Back to Swift. And he's still going backwards as they get him behind the line. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive. 3rd and goal, it's Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Detroit getting its offense set for their 2nd drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that 1st down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up.
1-yard gain.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
Goff to the air now. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Oh, I love this. Giving it to the big guy on 3rd and short. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
A gain of 3 yards.
Manages a gain of 3 there. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of him.
Running it with David Montgomery. That one only good for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Gong. We've got a screen to the running back. Escapes the defender. And he takes this up to around the 46, and that's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
He has it on the QB sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
And the Lions, first down.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. A give up the gut to Montgomery. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Open space inside the 40. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Lions.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Back to Gibbs now on 2nd. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands. And it's often, right off the jump, if you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. To the air on 3rd and long. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. 4th down, Goff throwing. He connects downfield. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Look at that, no worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down to force another 4th down.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Gibbs. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Need hardly anything here. Second and inches. Here's another for him. And he will not be denied a second time. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions break the tie here in the first. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Bears 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Blackwell now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Swift gets it, going left. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up at a loss of yards.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third down, they need 7. Third and long, they're going to throw. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
On fourth down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line.
The Lions take over.
The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. First down now, ball at the 33. Goff back to throw. Hits his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Play action here with Goff. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Goff on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Goff off the play action. Hauled in left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And the Lions.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Off play action, Goff. Throw left side, complete. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing again. It's Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
You could see that screen develop as the lineman pull right out in front. Sets up a nice game. Love to see a running back utilize the big man in front of him.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 13-point lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
41. Bears 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Blackwell now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running with Swift out of the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Odunze's got it, right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. 4th down, pass coming. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a pickup of 26. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
1st down throw from Goff. Completed over the middle. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They motion the tight end over. Here's Goff on 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's second
Part of the
down.
reason this offense been humming today, been in such great rhythm and got this lead, well, they've protected themselves so well. Now they finally get punched in the face. And how do you adjust and how do you respond? Does it remain business as usual to stay out front, or can this defense finally get home?
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here, 2nd and 19. Shotgun snap here to Goff. It's to Williams over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Williams. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 12.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Third and long for him here. Oh, he put some air under this one. Right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st down, Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Williams with the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good.
Certainly drop these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the 1st down. If anything, they could see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
1st down, here's Swift. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Putting the tight end in motion. 1st down, Williams to throw. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Taking a chance to the end zone. And the coverage holds up. Nicely done. They were tested, but they knock it away in the end zone. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Third down, here's Williams. He set up the screen here to Swift. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out about the 15-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Goff to the air now. Hits him on the in route. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Underneath, it's Gibbs. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
A gain of 4.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
It's pretty clear you're trying to find ways to get this player in space, right? That's where he's most dangerous. But the defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came of that one.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's complete to Slaw. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Lions 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Goff. Dump off caught by his back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. On the draw, this is Gibbs. They're going to get him again. A couple of stops now, Brock, they've made behind the line. They're going to force fourth down.
It takes every piece of the symphony working in concert right there. When you run a draw on 3rd and long, everybody's got to do their job. The problem, they didn't, and this defense responded.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Here's Swift to start the drive. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Going to run again with Swift. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throw here, 3rd down. Brought in right side by Moore. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
8-yard pickup.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
He was brought down.
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, it's Gibbs. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
He was brought down at the 13.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. There's a dive up the middle. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
He's not their bell cow. He's certainly not their breakaway type of runner. But he got the job done. He simply had to get forward, reach the 1st down before the defense could knock him back.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. This time it's a passing play. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. This time they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Throwing the out route complete. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Goff on 1st and 10. Complete out to the right. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Looking to throw. Goff. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Goff to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30.
At their own 26-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Blackwell now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over first and 10.
The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Williams from the gun. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. 35 on the pickup. And it'll be first down Bears.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be first down Chicago.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Running behind center with Swift. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 26-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Williams off the play fake. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up first and goal.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another Bears first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at them. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Swift will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
To throw is Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And they're turned away again. 2 great defensive stands. We've arrived at third and goal.
Simply put, Kate, I mean, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on second down and go backwards, that's some pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
Third and goal now from the 6 after that last play. Working from the gun, Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. Caleb Williams, the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback. One that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears cut the lead down to 10.
24, Bears 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The offense headed out now for Detroit. That touchdown cut the lead by a chunk, Brock, but it's still a two-score game as they start this drive out. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Goff setting to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Gibbs now from the gun. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap here to go. Completed over the middle. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Tight end going in motion here. Goff now on 3rd down. They cross the 40 on a nice run, and they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Lions have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation will create the big play down the field.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That was Montez Sweat who took him down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. That's why they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 21
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Offense in position now, it's 1st and goal. Straight ahead with Gibbs. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. Then they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still a good bit of work to do here, Brock, as they come up on it, 2nd and goal. Trying to throw this from the gun. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Defense bringing in a fifth DB, 3rd and goal. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Bates' kick is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bears about set for their next possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. To the ground, it's Manungai. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss, we've got 2nd and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Goff to the air now. Now set up the screen to Montgomery. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Vaki running behind center. And the defense all over this run. Maybe got a yard there as he tried to bounce that one outside. It's going to be a pickup of about 2. That leaves him with 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
The Lions readying for the punch. Jack Fox will kick it away. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Williams will look to throw, and he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Williams. The throw left side finds Burden. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. He keeps it himself. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
You know, it sure looked like defense had done enough to hold them on that play. But credit that 1st down to a good initial effort and second effort to keep fighting to go get that extra yard needed.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Now here's Williams. He finds Odunze running the slant. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I think one of my first welcome to the NFL moments, Kate, was my first rookie mini camp. And in the West Coast system, and Mike Holmgren, who taught like Bill Walsh, it wasn't just getting a completion, it was putting it right on the spot so the receiver could do damage like we just saw.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Williams to throw. Has it down close. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
I know know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears get it back to within 6.
Lions 27, Bears 21.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Jacob Sailors now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action here with Goff. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
7 yards.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Hits him on the out route. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Goff back to throw. He's making a bid for it. Finding room at the 30. Goff has it knocked out. Bears say they got this one, and they did.
There are so many fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
Here come the Bears back out on offense. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Williams from the gun. Continuing to turn those legs inside the 25. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Bears, 1st down.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Now Williams finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
To Luther Burden. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this 3rd down. To throw, Williams. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
1st and goal, Swift. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
So we're through 3 here. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Williams. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A 5-yard pickup brings up 4th down and goal.
This could be the snap that decides this game. It's 4th and goal. They'll run it with Swift. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bears come through to tie it in the 4th. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
The touchdown brought it even, and this try can give them a 4th quarter lead. And he comes through on the kick to give them the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Makes the score Bears 28, Lions 27.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Sailors now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there, and I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Vaki trying this straight ahead. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Goff. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Shotgun handoff to Vaki. And he hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. And off the play fake, here's Goff. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. They kick the running back in motion. Goff now, 3rd and long. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And this one does not go far.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves, and you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Goff. He's got a screen to the running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the timing on that screen pass, it was all a mess from the very beginning. By the time he finally got the pass to the running back, well, there was no place to go.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Throwing again, it's Goff. It's on target to Williams. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And the Lions 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Well, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. This give is to Vonke. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Goff to the air now. He brings it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a fourth quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Goff leading the offense back to the line. They're going for 2.
The Lions will set up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Has it at the 2. And he gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That puts them in a much better spot now. Up 7 here in the 4th. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it, but there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game, and good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Blackwell now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. A draw now. This is Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That's caught at the 25. And they are all the way into that red zone.
A 49-yard gain. And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Now an inside handoff to Swift. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
the tackle.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he scores. It is a Chicago touchdown. The Bears now trail by just a point in the fourth. It's a Romadudes, a touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth.
35-35.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. That one complete to Vaki. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Vaki. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Goff now on 3rd down. That's complete to Slaw. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. While that play was going on, we see that one of their teammates shaken up on the play. Not quite sure what happened, but they're out there to tend to him. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They give it to Vaki. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Goff. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Gets it to him on the screen. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up fourth down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. Fourth down, Goff throwing. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go. The Bears and DJ Moore back in possession here. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Running behind center with Swift. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
The tackle made by Rock Yasin. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, here's Williams. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's brought down at the line.
Complete to Colston Loveland. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Lions in the nickel. This is 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. And they make the tackle at the 38. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
That's good.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Williams to throw on first. Hits him on the out route. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
1st down, here's Swift. That one good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They go with Monungai here. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a 4th-quarter lead. Well, Brocky found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7.
42, Lions 35.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Sailors now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Lions offense returning to the field. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the shotgun, Goff has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Rocky here from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Goff. Completed over the middle. And it's a gain of 5 as we've reached our 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Lions down by 7. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing now. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Desperation time here on 4th. Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that 1st. They go with Vaki here. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down. Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Setting up to pass. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
At the 17-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Yet another grab for St. Brown. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Well, partner, maybe not the record that most people think of when it comes to quarterbacks, but it's certainly an impressive accolade for him. The most completions in a single game.
Yeah, it feels like this was communicated beforehand, right in the plan. Listen, we're running everything through you. You're carrying us. And to his credit, this quarterback brought his A game, some of the best throws of his career.
The timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Here's second and goal from the 6. He'll look to throw it. And he sails that one over the end zone.
Okay, you get down to this tight red zone, and there's only so many pass plays you can run, largely because you don't have enough space to operate. Defense knows it too. Give those guys some credit. They were all over that one.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. To throw. And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears and DJ Moore back in possession here. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Williams from the gun. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
For Luther Burden, incomplete. Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a first down. And the whistles go off, so we've got a timeout. 9 seconds left in the game.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third and just 2 to go. Here he is to throw. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face fourth and short. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Sailors now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. It gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Lions have a 1st down.
And the Lions first down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down throw from Goff. It's taken in by Williams. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Another Detroit Lions.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Yet another grab for Williams. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 37-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. A tight end in motion now. Running on 2nd with Montgomery. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run again with Montgomery. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Biggest play of OT. The offense is going for it. Fourth down, Goff throwing. That's complete to Sloan. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Motioning the tight end now. On 1st down, it's Goff. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Throws caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
He's gonna throw again. Goff. Catch made. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Complete to Jamison Williams. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Just a reminder, a touchdown doesn't end it here, but it would put them on the edge of victory. Here's 2nd down. Again, Goff. And he's made the catch to silence this crowd. It's a touchdown. This game is over.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, in past years, this game would have been over on that score, but starting this year, their opponents get to respond as we are back underway. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now it's his turn in overtime. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A pickup of 17. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
1st down, Williams. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for. So it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Pass brought in by Burden. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Williams on 1st down. Still has some space inside the 35. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
First down throw by Williams. Jukes away from one. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Throw right side, hauled in by Komet. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
This entire game hinges on them finding the end zone, Brock, as they come up on 2nd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that deep.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Fourth and forever coming up. They'll throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
So the Lions get the win on the road. Well, in the past, that opening touchdown would have won it for them on the spot, but not anymore, baby. They needed not just the score, they needed a stop on the other end, too, before they could leave here with that victory.
Ultimate team, right? Together, Everyone achieves more. In the old day, that coin toss was often a deciding factor. Not anymore. Now it took their defensive effort as well. It's why that locker room celebration, because it's a whole team, is going to be so darn sweet.